Hi, author J.S. Snow here. How are you? Sunday, April 26, 2015. I'm posting this rather late. I'm recording this rather late. I'm just going to confess to the whole thing. But welcome to the latest edition of the Metal Meet and Greet. It's been a few weeks since I posted anything, and most of you that follow me on Facebook know why. On Good Friday, we were informed of the tragic news of my father's sudden passing. Words cannot begin to convey how shocking and how tragic to learn of his passing was. He wasn't old by any means. He was only 64. Turns out he was having some health issues, unbeknownst to me. But he wasn't laying in his deathbed or had some terminal disease or whatever. He simply had a heart attack and died. And he died alone. Needless to say, the races were off to head to Seattle and get things taken care of. The shock and aftermath of it all is still there. So for my siblings that's watching this, I'm including a little something for you in this episode, but that's not until later. I need to take care of some writer business right now for my fans and people that follow me. So let me take care of that. Reconciliation. Book 3 is on hold. I've not been writing at all. I'll admit it. It's been too difficult. Let me just put it this way. Note this down. Chapters 8 through 11. When you finally do read Reconciliation, when it comes out, you'll see why the writing all of a sudden stopped. And you'll see the moment that I found out about my father's death. The really spooky events aligning the fictional character and me. It'll blow your mind. You'll be like, oh, and then you'll hear, scary movie music in your heads, and it'll just be a whole thing. So, chapters 8 through 11. In fact, I was editing chapter 11 at the time when I got the call from my sister. Claiming the short story for the Just Desserts anthology has been submitted formally. The editing was done by Erin. Erin, I am so sorry I forgot your last name, darling. Chris Aries recommended her to me, and she was brilliant in her suggestions and changes to this story that is being submitted for this anthology. And it's an important anthology because it has potential to be on the New York Times bestseller list as well as USA Today bestseller list, and if it makes it, I will be a New York Times bestselling author. So this is a big deal. I'm happy with the final product. I'm very happy with it. I hope it's accepted. That's up to the Just Desserts gods at this point, whoever makes these decisions. I reviewed my team's stories today, is one of the reasons for the delay. And we've got some talent out there. I actually read and reviewed a New York Times bestselling author's work for this anthology, and I'm like, wow. The difference between an independent self-published writer and a New York Times bestselling writer, night and day difference. You can tell the seasoning and the professionalism and just the story flow, just they don't get hung up in the crap that independent writers do. You can tell. I was honored, absolutely honored, to review Michelle Bardsley. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, Michelle. Brilliant. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed it. I laughed. I really enjoyed it. I'm not normally a fan of paranormal shape-shifting romance novels. I'm just not. I don't And all three that I reviewed today were, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Oh, and werewolves too. Um, uh, it's just not my genre. I write contemporary romance, and but heavy metal's not for everybody either, But Michelle, I want more of this series. I really do. It's intriguing. I was thrilled to read it. I just thank you for that short story. The other two, pretty good. Quite impressed. I really am. If claiming is not accepted, that's okay. I'm to a point right now with everything that's happened that I'm okay. All right, I'll be honest, I don't care. I just don't. I think it's good. I think Garrett and Mariah's story is very good and is a good fit for this anthology to let the reader know that, hey, this is my writing style, and if you want more of it, check out my other works. So, cross your fingers. But The Just Desserts, a bite-sized collection of delights, will be out June 20th. 23 authors coming together to put out one hell of a book, and I'm honored to be a part of it for now. Unless I'm kicked out, then whatever. No. Really good authors in that. Really good. I did my last takeover yesterday, just for the fact that I need to focus on writing and not be doing takeovers. I can't promote my books any further than I need to promote something new. So I'm just going to be focused on writing and not doing takeovers. So yesterday was it. So if you weren't a part of it, I'm sorry. But prizes, I've got to get those out today as well. And apparently we are having launch, if I am part of the anthology, June 20th, when the book's release date comes out. I think I'll be a part of a release party, I think. I don't know. So much to get caught up on. Reconciliation, the new date. I moved it from spring to late summer. I will not give a firm date yet, but at least it's not on my brother's birthday. Oh, poor Jeff. He has more things happen on his birthday. My brother's birthday tends to revolve around Memorial Day every year. The poor guy, so at least it's not on Jeff's birthday. It might be on Jason's birthday, but not Jeff's birthday. We'll just switch brothers. We're fine. For my personal life right now, I've just kind of taken a step back. I've been hidden in what's called the grief cave. I'm in mourning right now. I'm just going to call it the way I see it. I've been going to work. Been comforted in the familiarity of numbers. They're very comforting for me. I'm very good at it. And other than work and commute, I've been reading. Thank God for writers. Thank you. If you're a writer out there, thank you for words. Thank you for stories. Thank you for other worlds that I can dive into and take my mind off of the fact that my dad's gone, It's been really hard, to say the least. But back to numbers. May 1st. I'm going to snap myself out of it. I'm going to take myself out of it and get back to life. Life is continuing to go on. It has been since he died. I'm not expecting the world to just stop. But for me, my world did stop. I think right now I'm going through the anger part of everything, the regret part of everything. This happened 25 years too soon. And I listen to people's conversations at work about what they're doing for the weekend and what they're wearing to this and the dresses that they're buying. And bites and mystery illnesses and you know, sugar-free this and fat-free that, and the commute, and I just want to jump up and scream, my dad's dead. Don't you all see? He's dead. I know it wasn't their dad, it was my dad, I get it, but it's just, I'm having a hard time. He's dead. It's just hard. So if I'm taking a step back on Facebook, if I'm not answering PMs, if I'm not answering texts, if I'm not answering you, just because I just need time right now because my dad is dead. There was so much left unsaid between him and I that I feel like I'm being made to pay a price for that. Or my other siblings knew he was sick for the last few months. I never knew. My siblings knew things I didn't know. But I guess because of the choices that I made, this is my penance. Okay. That's what it is. But just pay me the respect if you could, if you wouldn't mind, if just, I'm okay. Alright? I'm okay. I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm not making any irrational decisions. I'm not quitting. I'm not, my dad died. Okay? Can I have a few weeks to just not think about being a writer, to not think about chasing the marketing and chasing that elusive New York Times bestselling list or being published or all the other bullshit that comes along with this process? Can I just be given a few weeks to just be left alone to grieve my dad? Is that okay? Is that alright? I know it is. I'm sorry. This just hurts. There's no other way to put it. This just hurts. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big believer in offsets. That you cannot have good without evil. You cannot have light without darkness. You cannot have yin without yang. Everything offsets something else. That's the way the universe works. You know, people say we will rid the world of Satan. I got news for you. That little archangel isn't going anywhere. He serves a purpose. That's to offset the good. You can't have one without the other. The reason why I bring this up is because in this whole tragedy has been blessings. Tremendous blessings and tremendous amount of renewal of faith, I think, within a lot of things, and a lot of trust. Now comes the sibling part. These are 7 of the best people I know in the world. My siblings. My lights. My angels. My beautiful siblings. I'm the oldest of 8. Tremendous individuals. When my father died, we banded together. It could have been bad. It could have been. It wasn't. Everything happened the way it did for a reason, and we were all looking out for each other. Periodically, we had some disagreements, but I think that's normal. Especially the crescendo right before we laid my dad to rest in the Puget Sound. Everybody started nipping at each other a little bit. Especially my sisters. It was like, oh, okay, here we go. This is Satan poking at us with the sharp stick. So I was trying to write my father's eulogy at the time, and here my sisters are in the other room bickering, and it was like, are you kidding me? Why can't I just write this eulogy? That was my job in this whole thing, was the eulogy. I got to exercise my writer's chops, if you will, and not only that, but my father got the last laugh. Here's how. I was raised LDS. I was raised Mormon. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has a handy handbook on things. Everything. They have a handbook on everything. One handbook they have is on funerals. Beautifully written, wonderfully done, and it's a good guideline on what to do at a funeral. My dad was a Mormon, very much active in his church, and loved the Mormon gospel. He did. It was part of him. So here I am, reading the guidelines of the eulogy I'm to give, and I can hear my dad laughing. I can hear him laughing. It was like, number one, I knew I'd get you back to church. Number two, I would get you back behind that pulpit. And number three, I would have you quoting scripture. Yeah, very funny, Dad. Real funny. I did well. I'm told. I think I did well. The hardest job, I think, for a writer is you write this amazing book, right? I mean, the story is spot on. It's going to be a good seller. I mean, you love it. The readers are going to love it. You get to the end of it, you're like, this is awesome. Then Satan says, now write a synopsis. Ah, shit. Now you got to write a synopsis of this amazing, wonderful book, and how do you convey everything that's in it into the short little blurb in the front that's going to sell the book, right? That's the same blurb on the back of the book jacket. So, how do you encompass 64 years of a man's life in a blurb? With scripture. Oh. Challenge the writer chops, and it was. And it seemed like everything wanted to stop it. Every delay, anything that could happen to delay me sitting down and just writing this out. I did, and it's fine, but it just, wow, was that challenging. It was okay. It was okay. It was good. Each one of us, I think, played a pivotal role, and now is my time to thank. So I hope you'll all bear with me. Jeff. Oh, that was so hard on you. Wow. You had to step up. You really had to step up. I'm so proud of you. An amazing man you've become. I'm going to disagree with you. I think you've always had to stand on your own. You've never gone on his coattails. You've chosen to be with him, yes, but you've had your own coattails. You're your own man. You always have been. You're a man of conviction. You're a man of faith. You're a man who knows what he wants. And you're a really good dad. Your kids are amazing. Your kids are absolutely amazing. They really are. I'm just in awe of those children. Well behaved and just fun and vibrant, and just, they're good kids. You did good. You did real good. I know it was, as a spiritual leader of our family now, I know that was agony for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. I really am. But you know as well as I do how important that was, and thank you very much. Bottom of my heart. But just remember, in all that agony, with everything that happened, I know that was so hard on you, that remember what I said during the eulogy, that I learned that the priesthood powers are for comfort. And that was your job during this whole thing, was for comfort. To guide us and to remind us that Dad is in a better place. And the ritual of letting him go and taking care of his earthly body is just a small part of it. The bigger part is done. And you did that for us. Thank you. little brother. Thank you very much. Jason, well, Maureen, you stepped up. Moving Dad's stuff, driving the truck, taking care of everything. I know you were exhausted, and I know you were tired, and I know you were pushed to your limit. I'm sorry. But you picked out Dad's final resting place. And Bud, you did wonderfully. That was the perfect spot. It really was. You did so well. And I'm sorry that you felt pushed there at the end. But I didn't know what to do. You were the closest one to it. We were all stuck on 5, and we couldn't, the accident, we couldn't get out of it, and we were out of time. Piss poor planning on our parts, yes. Okay, I'll own that, but you stepped up in the end. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you very much. Jules. Oh, Earn Girl. This is a story about the Earn Girls. Gosh. 15 years ago, my maternal grandmother died. Julie was living with me at the time in Salt Lake City, and we got to take care of Grandma Jay's ashes. Had her transported into an urn, had her sealed, and now she's in my curio cabinet, getting her way. After all, she wanted to live with me. That's funny. But, Earn Girl. So, here we are, Dad. We had him cremated, and had to go pick out the urn, and guess who was with me at the funeral home picking Dad up? That's right, Julie. Earn Girl. Earn Girls. Julie, this is forever our destiny, I think. We're going to be tasked with this. Whenever anybody wants to be cremated versus buried in our family, that's it. You and I just bank on the fact we'll have to go, pick them up, pick out the urn. I'm sorry, that's just too funny. Really? 15 years ago, and now, oh my God. That's funny. Julie, I wouldn't have wanted to pick him up with anybody but you. Thanks. Earn Girls unite. Jess, Yes. Thank you, by the way, Jessica, for calling all of us. That had to have been agony for you. I know how you feel, by the way. I had to call Mom when Grandma Jacobson died. I had to call and tell our mother when her mother died. It's a terrible job. Oh, it's terrible. And you had to do it 8 times. Well, 7 times. You're 8. 7 times. I'm so sorry that was put on you. But you're always the calm in the snowstorm. You are. You're kind of the voice of reason, the voice of calm, the voice of just. You have a very soothing, balming effect. You're very strong, very forthright, very formidable, but you're very logical. I think you get a lot of that from Dad, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Jess. Thank you for sticking around, by the way, and taking care of things. Financially, I just wasn't going to be able to. I took enough bereavement and personal days. I had to get back to work. I'm sorry I would have been with you there. Thank you. I know this has been really tough for you. Really tough. But, James. Oh, Jamie. We learned a lot about our sister Jamie during this trip. What I said about the lessons about things offsetting in the universe. Jamie is turning out to be the family historian. She and her husband have been doing genealogy work for the Snow family, and things we were learning are like, wow. She's going to be entrusted with the archives of our family and pictures and stuff that we all need to get to her. And I'm amazed by what you and Ben have done. I'm just blown away. We all have a purpose on this planet, and this is yours. Conserve and preserve the memories of our family. Amazing, Jamie. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for being there. Thank you. And Pavarotti, really? Nicholas Sparks couldn't have written that better. I mean, really. I mean, as I went to turn around to put my father's remains in the Puget Sound, and I walked into the water, Pavarotti was playing. There's Jamie with her phone holding it out. I mean, it was a Nicholas Sparks movie moment. He couldn't have written that. No. Jamie, I'm telling you, you and I should get together and have a collaboration on a book or something. It'll be a bestseller. I'm telling you, you just, wow. That was cool. That was amazing. Thank you for that. That was cool. Jody. Oh, baby sister. A beautiful baby sister. I am so sorry, Deb. I'll not be able to walk you down the aisle next year. I know it breaks your heart. Thank you for opening your home, opening your life, opening everything, putting up with just so much chaos while all that was going on. And deciding to take care of Jordan. That's stepping up right there. That is stepping up. You're not alone in this, by far. You're not alone. Huge, huge, huge undertaking that you're making right now. And thank you, Jody, for beautiful baby sister. Thank you. We love you. Jordan, 12th man, buddy. I want you to remember something. I know that you were upset that Seahawks lost. Dad was alive long enough to see his favorite team win the Super Bowl a couple years ago. I want you to remember that. Okay? That was a gift. That was a very big gift. Dad was so happy. I want you to remember that. Okay? All right. You're a terrific man. And we're very, very proud of you. Libraries. One of these days, those libraries that you're going to go visit will have your sister's books in it. Won't that be cool? And then maybe you can go back around to all those libraries and go, see this J.S. Snow book right here? That's my sister. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Book 3 doesn't have a dedication currently. It does now. Predictably, it should be for my father. You know, be all emotional and one page for my father. No. This book will be dedicated to Jeff, Jason, Julie, Jessica, Jody, Jordan. 7 of the best people I know in the world. Reconciliation is dedicated to you. It's a powerful message in it, and appropriate. This is your book. I already know the book I'm dedicating Dad to. This one's yours. To my siblings. So, Any of you have issues with your name being in the book? Oh well. First names only. Can't stop me. Big changes in my personal life coming up. Huge changes. I can't go into them in detail because this is the World Wide Web. There are ramifications if it gets out too soon. The only hint I will give, this is to my siblings. The rest of you figure this out, that's great. Let's see. Or? No. No. There we go. Right? Get it? Chloe's 21 now and on her own. And then something else is going to happen that will so blow your minds. I even think Jeff will even say in his head WTF. Our Mormon brother will say WTF. I really do. It'll be funny. It'll blow your minds. Seriously, yeah. But I can't talk about it in detail yet. The two huge things, huge things happening in my personal life that just, even I'm sitting back here going, okay. But I'm also at peace with these decisions. Very much so. If you want to know more, you're going to have to call me, not text, and I will not Facebook on this matter. I won't, because I can't. There are legal ramifications to both things. So please respect that. And if you want to know, I'll tell you, because, you know, you're my sibling and I love you, and just call me. I'll be happy to tell you. Lots to do in the meantime to prep for those two major events, and I'm going to be busy. So beta chapters for Reconciliation will start to go back out to my betas at the end of June. Give me time to write and catch up and get back on schedule. And then Reconciliation, looking at August. Told you, summer. Hopefully not any further than that. I'll get this book done. God is my witness, I'll get this book done. Oh my God. So, in the meantime, claiming June 20th, Just Desserts Anthology, my latest work. I hope that you all enjoy it. Those of you that want to read it, it's on the naughty side. So, Jeff, you're not allowed to read it. Sorry. You know, no. The rest of you have at it. Knock yourselves out. Jeff, no. I love all of you very much. I miss you. That's it. So, no contests, no takeovers, no announcements. Other than thank you for being a huge support to me and my family at this time. Oh, and on behalf of the entire Snow family, thank you for your kind words on Facebook. Thank you for your kind words overall, and your support and your hugs, and thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Some of us still need hugs. Obviously I do. But alright. Hopefully I'll have another episode next Sunday, kind of give you all an update on the book's progress. Next Sunday will be what? Well, I'll just start writing again, so yeah, I should have some progress. Let you all know how editing's going and all that other type of stuff, and maybe a decision will be made if claiming's involved. I don't know. I'm rambling now, I understand, so I'm going to cut this off, okay? Anyway, author J.S. Snow, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. Hopefully not for much longer. 12. Alright, signing off.